Dearly beloved, we have gathered here today to get through this thing called Mix CD. My name is Mike, part of the SPDM crew, and I love making Mix CDs. Each week, we give our guests a theme and an 80-minute time limit for which songs they're going to pick for their Mix CD. This week, I am talking about songs from the 2020s. And putting this list together, I found it abundantly clear that I don't listen to a lot of new music. And this is something that I have been given a little shit for when I am hosting trivia, which rightfully so, with newer crowds that occasionally are like, "How come you don't play any like newer songs?" And to that, all I say is, I don't know. I don't listen to a lot of newer songs. For a while, my car didn't actually have the radio, so I kind of blame it a little bit on that. So I listen to podcasts predominantly, or I listen to just curated playlist on Spotify. So I don't get a chance to listen to very many songs. And I hate to say it, another place that I get a lot of my songs is TikTok. It is what it is. If something is playing on TikTok and I try to just figure out where it's from, I can't help but think that, yeah, it's just something good. And I end up just putting it on like a Spotify playlist, which is just like, hey, it's a catch-all. It's all these different things that I want to listen to and want to play. So let's see, where are we at? Of the 2020s. Okay. So, a couple things that became abundantly clear with this list is that one, this is a longer list than usual because songs in the 2020s are shorter, which, hey, that's cool. And this list feels like a list of different songs that's like, oh, yeah, these are probably all the radio ones or all the, you know, pretty basic ones. And yeah, I'm just going to go with that. So, without further ado, here's my songs of the 2020s list. And I'm going to start with Levitating by Dua Lipa and DaBaby. I could have picked a lot of Dua Lipa songs on this. And yeah, I just ended up going with this one because I just enjoyed this one a lot. In the running was Dance the Night Away, Rodeo was up there, New Rules, just a bunch of songs from Dua Lipa because I really love Dua Lipa. So, but yeah, this one was the one that ultimately made it on the list. I have Sabrina Carpenter Espresso because still a bop of a song, and Sabrina Carpenter. It's interesting because she's been in a lot of different possible things that could like again she's kind of the big thing right now, her and Taylor Swift. So it was kind of hard to pick a Sabrina Carpenter song in addition to a Dua Lipa song, but hey, just is what it is with that. So my next song is "Bad Habits" by Ed Sheeran. So it was between this or Shivers, and I just went with my heart, and I just went with this one instead. My next one is "Antihero" by Taylor Swift. I don't think I could have left a Taylor Swift song off of this, considering how big of a Taylor Swift fan my daughter is. So I just ended up going with that. I do like Fortnite and I do like a couple other songs, but this is the one that kind of just stuck out for me when looking everything up. Good for You by Olivia Rodrigo. Yeah, we'll just kind of leave it at that. But yeah, the this one was definitely one that just I enjoy and it's a lot of fun. I got Blinding Lights by The Weeknd, not the only appearance by The Weeknd, which I tried to have everything contained so that if it's an individual artist, they can be like a featured artist or part of a duet. But I wanted to try to make sure that I included as many different people in here as possible. So Blinding Light by The Weeknd. I've got Teddy Swims Lose Control, which quite enjoy that song a lot. I'm Just Ken by Ryan Gosling because I could have picked a couple songs from the Barbie soundtrack, but this is the one that I enjoyed the most. But yeah, this is it. 10 Things I Hate About You by Leah Kate, because number one, I love the title. Number two, I love the premise. But yeah, it's just a really good song. I got Stay by Kid Laroi and Justin Bieber. Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish. Die with a Smile by Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. Paint the Town Red by Doja Cat. This is one that, like, that's a perfect example of a song from TikTok that kind of just made its way into this list. Million Dollar Baby by Tommy Richmond. Same thing in that respect. First heard the song on TikTok, so thanks for that. Creepin' by Metro Boomin, The Weeknd, 21 Savage. Listen, I like the original version of this, so with I Don't Want to Know, but P. Diddy is in that, and I was never a huge P. Diddy fan to begin with. So, and now that everything has been coming out about him, I'm like, oh, this is a perfect time to just cut this out of my library. So cool, and I'm glad because I like this version a lot, even though it's maybe like a little too slowed down. But hey, it is what it is. Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. When he performed this at the Super Bowl halftime show and he looks right at the camera and says, "See Drake." Oh man, I love that so much. Leave the Door Open by Silk Sonic. Bruno Mars and Anderson Paak, just, they make magic together, so I really appreciate that. Another song from TikTok, Body by Megan Thee Stallion. Really, really like that song. X's by Tate McRae. Savage Love by Jason Derulo. I'm Good Blue by David Guetta and Baby Rexha or Rexa. I tried so hard to resist this because the Eiffel 65 version to me is just a dynamite song and just such a huge part of growing up, but I couldn't like not like this song. So yeah, so I added it on here. Little Boo Thang by Paul Russell. Unholy by Sam Smith featuring Kim Petras. Apple by Charlie X, and Hold My Hand by Lady Gaga. So those are my songs from the 2020s. What I miss, any suggestions would be helpful so that I can, kind of just learn a little bit more about songs from the 2020s that I could, just start to listen to. And now that I have a car that has a radio, I'll be listening to songs a little bit more often. But let me know what I missed. And the album cover for this would probably be the kind of the lifelike rendering of the COVID or coronavirus, because that is going to dominate what the 2020s is going to be remembered for, is the COVID-19 pandemic. So that is my list for songs of the 2020s. Well, my friends, the time has come to end this episode of Mix CD. Be sure to like, rate, and subscribe to anything and everything SPDM Crew wherever you get your podcast. Join us on social media on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, and Blue Sky at SPDM Crew. Check out our website soon to be out at spdmcrew.com. You can follow our playlist on Spotify and Apple Music at Mike Hilty. Shout out to HiFlyer Creative Studios for making our awesome logo. Greatly appreciate their support. And if you have any marketing, logo, or brand standard needs, contact them at HiFlyerCreative.com. If you've got a podcast idea or you're interested in being part of the SPDM crew as a guest or collaborating, email us at spdmcrew@gmail.com. Until next time, no matter what happens now, you shouldn't be afraid, because I know today has been the most perfect day I've ever seen.